All right, so let's talk some more about Era and Deviate Delight. You see, I've expressed a lot of issues with Deviate Delight, and essentially, it's that they're tourists, and I think it's just a short-term hype that's not going to be long-lived. And my only interest is promoting Classic Era for the long term, and I just don't see Deviate Delight as any form of longevity. Now, could people afterwards, if it was to crash and burn, transfer to Whitemane? Sure. That's all well and good. But Deviate Delight is a toxic cult of mass reporters. We'll get to that in a little bit. So the leaders of Deviate Delight, they have been on Deviate Delight for the last couple months. Where were they before that? They were on SOD. And where were they before that? They were on Hardcore. And where were they before that? They've not been playing on Era. Really at all. Who has been? Me. I've been playing on Era for like 3 years now, promoting it. Ever since the Burning Crusade. Does Blizzard promote Era? No. It's like the ugly stepchild. Now, does Era have some issues? Yes. There was a time when Era got super popular. Prior to SOD release, there was a lot of bots, kind of messed up the economy. Economy's getting a lot better. But ultimately, Classic Era, Whitemane, awesome community. Also Mancreek, Firemob, Pyrowood Village, and other smaller servers that I've covered in other videos. So, Grobulus RP PvP was the initial server that the leaders of Deviate Delight chose as the home. They said, we're doing fresh on Grobulus. Come to Grobulus RP PvP for fresh. And then they realized, oh, there's already people playing here. We just didn't realize there's a Nax guild here. And that guild Legacy has been on Grobulus for the last 3 years. And I've covered them in videos many times. And then they say, oh, no, we're leaving. We're going to Deviate Delight. So the leaders of the Fresh movement are so out of touch with Classic Era, their first choice of home, they didn't even realize was populated because they have no clue about Classic Era. Now, I understand the interest in Fresh. I understand the interest in a fresh economy. We saw that with Season of Mastery. We saw that with Season of Discovery and Hardcore, where everyone's starting at square one. And I understand that it can be very daunting to start on Classic Era, where there are people who have hundreds of thousand gold and you've got nothing. Oh, what are you going to do? Well, you can farm stuff and sell it to those lazy people who have all the gold, because they don't want to farm anymore. Anyways, what this video is all about is just the cringe, toxic, Deviate Delight mass report culture. Longtime Whitemane player, Greek Wario, was just mass reported like yesterday on Deviate Delight for breaking the rules. Ooh, the server rules. And mass reporting is not okay. If you think it's okay, no. Not at all. Not okay. That is the lowest of the low thing that you could do. We all love this game, okay? And you know what's important to us? Our accounts. And hopefully our characters. Look at McRib is back right here. Circle of Flame. People just love to look good. They love to look pretty. And I'm going to post a video in a couple days. There's this other warrior, full caster gear. Looks like a witch. If you walk by them, you'd think, oh, that must be a mage. No, it's a warrior. Because people on Classic Era, you know, this is your forever place where you can have a mage with Thunder Fury, right? So that's the beautiful thing about Classic Era. Now on Deviate Delight, that's their toxic cesspool. Let's watch this clip here of what was happening to Greek Wario. Yeah, going against the rules of the server, doing Zul'Gurub early. You can disagree with that. You can say, no. We want to preserve this rule set. But mass reporting is not okay. Let's check out these clips.
Like, they're mass reporting me right now, but I haven't broken any rules in the game.
All he said was, looking for members, Zul'Gurub. How is that a bannable offense? Abusing the in-game mass report system because someone upset you is not okay. And there's been mass reporting on Whitemane, and I made videos about that, calling those people out. So, if anyone does something that's worth calling out, I'll call it out.
All I'm doing is I'm looking for people for a ZGMSOS.
LFM ZGMSOS.
You've been reported multiple times for language, and further reports may result in you losing privileges or being suspended. Please help create the best possible World of Warcraft community by staying positive and not restoring the hateful, discriminatory, obscene, or disruptive messages.
Yes, saying, hey, we need a couple more people for Zul'Gurub. Very obscene. By the way, I'm just noticing right now, you can see this circle here. That means that the guys in background, Dr. Fauci, that dwarf, I was in a couple of games with them. We were taking out flag carriers. So, yeah, I like that guy.
Due to these reports, we have silenced your World of Warcraft account until July 23rd, 2024.
And you're proud of that? You're proud that you silence someone for a week? What if they got banned? You think that's cool? You think that's funny? That's really low, man.
Abusive chat. Abusive chat.
Very abusive. I've never been so offended by someone forming a raid in my life. I was scared for my children.
I am silenced in game. I am silenced in game. I am silenced in game for a week.
Like telling people to do /who Greek warrior, right click report, that is just beyond pathetic. Now, there are positives. Let me move my face. There actually are some positives to people playing on Deviate Delight, because there are so many new players that want to get gear. There's a lot more people queuing for battlegrounds, and that's fantastic. I love that. I also love killing them in the battlegrounds. It's very fun. I'd like to kill some of these mass reporters in the battlegrounds, not IRL. Oh my god. But of course, those people ranking on Deviate Delight, they're not allowed to use the gear. They have to put it in the bank. It's against the rules. You can enter the BG, you can rank up, but you can't equip it. Riddle me that. Here's what I recommend to people on Deviate Delight. Transfer to Whitemane. Get off that cringe, mass report, toxic, cult, drink the Kool-Aid server, and come to Whitemane, where you can do whatever the heck you want. The whole idea of Deviate Delight is we want fresh. They don't care about Era on Deviate Delight. They're just using it to get fresh, because that's what they want, fresh. And if fresh comes out, they're just going to abandon all of their characters on Deviate Delight, because those characters mean nothing to them. They just want a new, fresh server. It's silly, really. Whitemane is Era. Deviate Delight is not Era. That's just some little splinter group of toxic mass reporters. But keep on queuing up in the battlegrounds. I'm enjoying playing with and against you. I don't have an issue with each individual player on Deviate Delight. I have an issue with just the general idea. Okay? I will see you in BGs, whether you're on my team or my opponent. And yeah, hope to have fun playing in BGs. I hope you have fun on Deviate Delight, but stop mass reporting. It's not very becoming. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarf Lord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarf Lord out.